Signore e signori, benvenuti.
Well, here we are with everything very much to play for. Win this one and they're going up. Incentives do not come much simpler or sweeter than that one. There is a massive sense of expectation emanating from this part of Milan. The giant arena bearing the name of perhaps the finest player ever to don the famous black and blue jersey. It is simply a gorgeous, gorgeous sight. Things already rolling. Inter Milan need all the support they can get here. To say this is crucial would be to understate massively. More and more pressure on the ball here. Serginho, now he is quick.
Rapid, Peter, absolutely rapid.
I suppose if there was such a thing as a model Brazilian fullback, he'd be pretty close to it, wouldn't he?
Yeah, you don't win all those honours at club and international level without doing something right.
And it's Makalele. It's come backwards here. Makalele. Alexander-Arnold proves too strong. Fiore.
Might want to be careful there.
It's Saka. Neymar. And he's picked it up out wide. Both sides exercising caution for now. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Mbappe proves just a little bit too strong. Mbappe. Oh, that's neat. And it's Makalele. He's had a shot! Oh, needed to be more decisive in the end.
Well, it's a shame it ended up a little wasteful. They had the perfect opportunity to break away, and then they go and do that. It's got to be a quicker transition.
And here's Mbappe. That has been cut short. Fiore. Tacho can clear it away. Makalele, a player who needs no introduction. Looking for options for movement. Wonderful save by Vitor Baia. And it's Neymar. So it is still 0-0. He's a sharp little ball here. Oh, well played. It'll be a throw-in. Now it's Van Basten. Well, played right into his path. Mbappe, he's through on goal here. That's going to go a long way. Cannavaro. Almost half an hour in now. Conte. And this is Van Basten. Serginho. Serginho gets on his bike and on the move. Stood up well to him there. That's great defensive work. It doesn't take too much imagination to guess what would have happened otherwise.
Well, I think it's good he took the opportunity to run at that back line. I'm sure it won't deter him either.
Tries to play it through. Mbappe!
Will simply have to tip his hat to the keeper here because that was a magnificent save.
He is through here. Cannavaro does well to get it back. Now it's Mbappe. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Messi is onto it in a flash. And this is Messi, and he's managed to get free. Oh, good spread. He's picked his way through, and it's Rice. McAllister going forward. And claimed it back swiftly.
Yeah, we get to see this more and more. Defenders popping up in these positions.
Conte. Looking to play him in. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Taken back almost at once. Fiore. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. And it's Alexander-Arnold. And this is Drogba. He's found a way through. Zanetti has given away a free kick.
Ci sarà un minuto di recupero.
Makalele. Cannavaro. And it's half-time. And it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. So, nothing to report so far on the goals front.
After all that probing and testing the waters, here's hoping for a more open second half.
Still waiting for this to take off. It's goalless at half-time. Back on the way then.
Well, both sides are eager to get going. Here's hoping that it's a good sign. Things are about to change. We need a little more life in this.
It's Neymar! Hits off target and by quite a way.
That's the threat he carries, Peter, running at defences like that. If only he managed to retain his composure.
Makalele. Raul. Not the most accurate pass. Saka. Rice. Fiore. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. He's got away.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Fiore. And it's Rice. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Zanetti. Now it's Mbappe. Rice. Spread out to the left. Now that looks a decent ball. Tacho cuts out the pass. Buriram United appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the...
Conte! Of course! And with that, they take a giant step towards the promised land. There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
Inter Milan penetrate first. It is a truly precious lead.
Well, Peter, this now poses the question of stick or twist. Do they immediately go for another one, or sit back and wait patiently for the opportunity to break? Well, they've stamped some authority on things, but how much more authority can be generated?
He's having a shot! And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside.
Buriram United really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
They're coming again and again.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Now it's Mbappe. Rice. Now it's Drogba. Spread it left.
Welcome to modern football. You get hounded by everyone.
Now it's Mbappe. Succumbs to the pressure. And this is Drogba. Your impression so far, Jim?
There's a lot of football still to be played, Peter, so ideally they need to maintain an attacking endeavour.
Conte, a man never lacking in drive or determination. Now it's Mbappe, and it's Conte. Zanetti receives it in a wide position. Lovely bit of skill. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. That has ended up in no man's land. Now it's Messi. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Messi is wide and looking to get onto this. Buriram United choosing to make the first change. Two fresh faces and both in the front line.
It's a bold move. The manager's made his intentions pretty clear. He's going for this.
Strong running down that left flank. And he's had it nicked away. Rice looking for the run. He's found space here. Oh, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. And that's another good win of the ball.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
And he's quick to return it. And it's Rice. Vardiol. Pacho.
That's alert and sharp and very well played. It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Pass somewhat off target. 1-0 as we head towards the end. Fiore. Now it's Drogba. Vinicius Junior. It's Saka looking to pass their way up the pitch. Aimed beyond the defence. Now it's Yamal.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Knocks it into space. A lot of space. Vinicius Junior! And it's in! They have stolen level at the last! They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter. You get pressed from the front and you have no time on the ball whatsoever. You can't afford to switch off for a moment.
Ci saranno 3 minuti di recupero.
So all square with almost no time remaining.
It just goes to show you what determination can achieve. OK, there isn't much time left, but if we have to find a winner now, there's no question who I'll be backing.
Out towards the flank. Oh, look at the space here. Chance! Oh, he's done it! Oh, that has got to be it! This has to be it! Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
The danger was...
And that'll be the end of that. Inter Milan, pleasingly clever on the ball. They had their moments, but ultimately they take away nothing.
Signore e signori, benvenuti allo stadio.
Well, here we are with everything very much to play for. Win this one and they're going up. Incentives do not come much simpler or sweeter than that one. Well, you've got to say the Nerazzurri certainly know how to create an atmosphere. 80,000 here in black and blue. The dress code is a strict one. We're up and running then. Inter Milan need all the support they can get here. To say this is crucial would be to understate massively. That has been slung wide. And it's Conte. Well, this is one boy from Croxteth who, so far as club football goes, has achieved just about everything. English shoots! What a wonderful goal!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
As simple as you like, the outcome utterly inevitable.
Well, my sympathies go to the keeper, who was left horribly exposed. You don't expect players to switch off in front of goal like that.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Messi. Now it's Rooney. Thiago. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Rodri, over to the right flank. Rijkaard. Pass somewhat off target. And it's Rodri. Serginho. Decent chance! But he's left disappointed.
That is a really good chance missed, Peter. Certainly the way he's been playing.
Oh, and they're quick to press here, right on top of them.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
And this is Kante. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Pinches it off him. Alexander-Arnold. Neither of these two want to come off second best. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Serginho going face-to-face with his great rival, Vardiol. Big chance! Oh, he's been caught napping! Bit of an appeal, but nothing doing. He's going to have to tune his rangefinder before the next one. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Rijkaard is always scanning the pitch for targets. Schlotterbeck. And it's Conte. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Rijkaard. Just more than 15 minutes till half-time. Spread to the right. Wriggles his way through. Oh, nice touch. He's going all the way! Oh, that's fabulous. Tries to get it clear.
They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
And now they can spring out of defence. And he's been shifted off it. It's a good run he's making out on the left. Rijkaard. Van Basten. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Zanetti gets over and intercepts. Rijkaard.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Now that looks a decent ball. Gives it back. He's having a pop! That is wonderful from Rijkaard! He's got himself an absolute peach. They've come back, they've come roaring back. This is becoming quite a game. He made it happen, squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had.
It's Rooney! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
There's a certain aura about him today, tremendous.
Corner number 2 then. Cannavaro gets it away. And he's cut it out.
Ci sarà un minuto di recupero.
And he cuts out the supply. And it's Messi. Rooney. And he's definitely onside. Conte. And the referee has blown for half-time. So it's all square. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. Reflections on the first half?
Well, both sides would have expected a closely fought match, and that's pretty much what we've got so far. The early exchanges, I think, in this second half will be worth keeping an eye on to see if any adjustments have been made to change things.
Well, it's been a tight game, but one that's packed with incident and talking points. A decent watch this, and it's 1-1 at half-time. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half. Vardiol. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. The movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Takes a shot!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Now it's Mbappe. Rijkaard. And this is Totti. Totti will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Serginho, shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. What's going wide left? Vardiol has been caught there, it's a foul. And there's not much doubt that this will be played into the penalty area. Vardiol. Thiago. And this is Rooney.
Rooney really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Totti. Now it's Van Basten. Mbappe gets on his bike and on the move. Now it's come to nothing.
And he could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have been a better picture of what was going on around him.
And it's Messi. Alexander-Arnold. Messi. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. And Guardiola.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Thiago. Rijkaard. And this is Rooney. Oh, he's burst through. Rooney! Oh, nearly, but not quite.
You can never be too safe with someone like him around. They got away with that.
Rijkaard. Oh, he's having a go! What a hit! What a hit! A rocket and some! About as smooth as it gets! And they've got their lead back. A horrible blip, a situation utterly avoidable that has resulted in considerable embarrassment.
Yeah, they were made to pay for not moving the ball smartly enough through a very strong pressing wave.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for. And it's Van Basten.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
This looks promising. Unrelenting, uncompromising pressure on him. Guardiola. Rodri. And that is a little undercooked. De Bruyne. Rodri. And this is Rooney. Defending in numbers, sharp and uncompromising. Just a quarter of an hour to play. Now it's Mbappe. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Great vision. Rooney. Schlotterbeck wins the duel this time. Van Basten. And it's Rooney. Played out to the left flank.
That's going in strongly. Liverpool clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
Strong running down that left flank. Lovely bit of skill. Totti. Now it's Rooney. And he was quick to react. Tries to pass it through. Bayer gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
And this is Rooney. No, he wasn't going to let him past. De Bruyne.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
That's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
2 minutes to be added on. Oh, that's well spotted. I think they're done. They are done. Inter Milan were involved in a great game here, unpredictable in so many ways, but in the end they fell just short. Effort unrewarded. What are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Inter, they just didn't seem to have a plan, having been forced into chase mode so early, Peter. The players seem to lose their collective heads, and once you do that, it's a challenge to fully recover.
My thanks to Jim. We both wish you a very good evening.